stream. No one here. Not surprised. It's still early doors. Get myself set up. Who are you talking to? I don't know. I just don't know. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. I will. But while I'm waiting, I might practice a song. Oh, hello. Hello. I'm gonna say, is it sword or sound? Could you let me know? If you're talking to me, sound, is that how I pronounce your name? Hello, wait. Hope you're well. Na 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 na. Right, here's a parody of. Here's a parody of "Always the Sun" by the Stranglers. It's one I've practiced for Mother's Day. Who won't believe that you've just brushed your teeth? Who is married to Lionel, Brian, or Keith? It's always your mum. It's always your mum. Always, always, always your mum. Who's always there to correct your grammar? Who wearing tracksuit bottoms looks like MC Hammer? It's always your mum. It's always your mum. Always, always, always your mum. The A is ard. Okay, sard. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. Good for clearing that up. You said like Saud. That's how you say it. Saud. 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 That's Saud. Right. Anyway, yeah. Hello, and thank you for joining me on the live stream. I'm a bit all over the place there. It's been a heck. I'm full of cold, so my brain's kind of full of muck, and I'm a little bit discombobulated. Big wheels keep on turning. Carry me home to my king. Lands. I miss old Bambi once again, and I think it's a sin. Well, I heard Mr. Young sing about her. Well, I heard Mr. Young put her down. Well, I hope Mr. Young will remember. A southern man don't need around anyhow. Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are smooth. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you. Bit of a warm up there. I'm having an outing with my best friend. I mean, oh, that's good to hear. Hope you're having a nice day. Hello, Almond. 12 people in the live stream and some people in the chats. Yeah, so if I look a bit kind of like, oh, it's because I'm full of cold, didn't get much sleep, and Saturday mornings are always hectic. If this is your first, visit to my live stream, I'll give you a quick explanation, but give me a thumbs up in the comments if this is your first one. So just reconnect, because I think for some reason the internet's not great in our house at the best of times, but basically I have to keep the door open, and I have to keep the door of the shed open to get the Wi-Fi. You don't need to know any of this stuff, right? I can play Wonderwall. I say that. One day is gonna be the last day when you don't have to tie their shoe. You won't have to search for book bags or remind anyone to flush the loo. I don't believe that any parent judges your parenting skills like you do. Bittersweet when your parenting's complete and no one needs a lift to Scouts. You'll only be brushing your own teeth and forcing yourself to eat sprouts. I don't believe that any parent judges your parenting skills like you do. And just in case, like me, you need reminding. There's nothing more challenging than child minding. There are many things that they will have learned from you. So take a bow. This is a bit of a car crash. And maybe it was probably my kids that saved me. And after all, none of this is a mess. Sorry, sometimes I play them and they are a total disaster. I'm still learning that one. We'll have a tutor at my best friend's house. Oh, okay, cool. What are you learning? What's the teacher tutoring you? Hello, Rory. Mary, thanks for the not Mary. Saud, thanks for the support. Thank you for reconnecting. If it's just cutting out, I do appreciate it. I asked Ukulele Dad to give me advice to cure my depression at school. That's a tough one, man, because school is a very challenging time. I have 3 kids, 13, 11 and 7, and they certainly have times at school where they're not happy or they're getting bullied every time of your life is tough. And I think anything sort of teenagery, adolescence is especially tough. I'll tell you what's really tough is basically when I moved the tripod, all my music, no I don't. All my music fell off the tripod, so I got to pick it up. Right, sorry about that. That happens a lot. I have to move the tripod every time. Play Wonderwall again. I'll play it at the end. I've just played it. Right, and you need to say please. Sorry to hear about your cat. That's not good at all. Do I like vegetables? Something, chef. I eat vegetables. Probably not as many as I should, but I do eat them. This is a parody of Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. Say don't worry about a thing. Well, that's easy said and done. 2026. Woke up this morning concerned about the interest rates. Then 3 small children started demanding breakfast. Can we have some pancakes or maybe a bacon sandwich? No, you can have some cereal or toast. Please try not to worry about a thing, because it's a massive waste of your energy. Your cat's 6 years old. I don't know, is that a good age for a cat? I know for a dog, it's about sort of anything beyond 10 is considered quite good, but I don't know much about cats. So how's everyone doing on this Saturday? It's wet and cold it's not so cold, it's just wet and a bit drizzly in Britain at the moment. Right, this is a parody of I'm Yours by Jason Mraz, and it's about when your kids are being a bit entitled. Hello, the frog. Well, I took you to the park and I bought you a Happy Meal. We went to the pantomime, it started singing Ian Beale. To be honest, I'm quite confused. I never seem that amused. All this being present means I'm presently quite stressed. Not buying you a pony shouldn't result in my arrest. I shouldn't have to explain to you how a 7-year-old doesn't need a personal trainer if you're a mum or a dad. The one thing you'll know is true, your kids will often tell you that they're bored. What's this? I think you're saying. How are you? I'm all right, the frog. I'm not bad. Are you an actual frog, or is that just your YouTube handle? If you're an actual frog, I'm genuinely impressed that you've managed to not only get hold of an iPhone, but jump on a live stream. That's wicked. So basically I do parody songs about parenting and mental health and attempt to amuse the odd person. No, I'm a frog, Revit. Nice. So yeah, if you want to support me, which I will always take some support, please feel free to subscribe. And if you really want to support me, please watch a video on my channel. Could you do Shape Maker by Oasis? No, I can't. I'll tell you what I can do by Oasis. Let me see if I can find it. I had to basically here, but I'm out of. When I moved the tripod, all my papers fell on the floor, which was not good. So what I have to do is basically start again. No, I can't. Right. I gotta go. No worries, Saud. You take care. Have a nice. Can you not be in great differential? I don't know what that means. I think you've got the words in the wrong. You think you've got the words wrong around that. Anyway, here's a parody of Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond. Mate, the frog, I appreciate your support. This is a parody, Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond. It's about when I got quite fat in lockdown. When it began, when I noticed a build-up of back fat, and my underpants were feeling snug. But what can be done? I can't visit a gym in lockdown. Just shred my chest or tone my bum. This is what you can do. It's a solution. Hands. Put down the second bit of cake, piggy. Grab yourself a banana. And smash out some body squats. Do a body squat. While you're waiting for some toast to pop. How many should I do? It's up to you when you stop. Start with one. Right. And when I've done a song, I throw it to the other side of the shed. And then, in theory, I shouldn't play the same one twice, but that often doesn't happen. And then if you've watched more than one live stream, you've definitely heard these several times before. Oh, right. Here is a parody of Soul Sister by Train, and it's about how I manage when my mental health isn't great. Depression is crap, it's a pain in the bum, a pain in the bum. If my stress is crippling, I can talk to my one female sibling. She's less likely to over-worry, scream and shout like Andy Murray, or prejudge me like those people at work. She probably won't laugh when I was 3 and I pooed in the bath. If she did, I'll just remind her of that time in Fuerteventura when she thought she'd asked for the bill correctly in Spanish. Talking to your sister can clear stress like a mister on your mobile phone. The dog and bone. She's got 3 kids, so she's often home. It's true. 2 people in the live stream. That's a quiet today, but I've made a commitment. Hello, Rocky. Nice to have you here. Basically, I've made a commitment to I'm going to do a live stream every day until I get my channel monetized. It's taking quite a long time. Thank you, Leek. Appreciate that. Excuse me, a burp there. A bit of a sausage sandwich payback. But no, yeah, basically, I'm trying to develop my YouTube channel, get it monetized, so that I can, I don't know, play more songs in my shed and hopefully amuse more people. And it's taken some to getting there. Live streaming is quite an effective way of doing it. But I think I'm one way. I mean, 400 watch time hours off, and maybe that's really kind of you, Something Chef. Appreciate it. It's taking ages, but then I think that's the thing. You need to keep it up. You got this. Thank you, the frog. Here is a parody of, so I do a live stream every day, and actually, fairness, I'm surprised I've managed to keep it up, because like I started it on the 27th of December. I thought I want a running start. Thank you, mate, that's kind. And I'm still doing it. I haven't missed a day. Don't worry, I'm sure at some point this year there'll be a lost day, but at the moment it's going okay. This is a parody of I'm a Believer by the Monkees, and it's about something that really helps me when I'm feeling a bit anxious and discombobulated. I have always been a massive fan of lists, because getting things done gives you dopamine. When the world's out to get you, kick it in the bum by ticking off a list of things that you've already done. And want to get things done, be a list writer, a shot of dopamine. When you see that it's done, I write a list. I'm a list writer, couldn't stop writing lists if I tried. It's true, love writing a list. Life, when if I wake up in the morning and I'm a bit like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing my day or my life, I don't know what I'm doing, I just sit down and write a little list. And as pathetic as that may sound, it really helps. And I almost certainly will write down a few things that I've already done in a kind of a cheaty style, and that helps as well. So do it, whatever helps, just keep doing it. And thank you for the 4 people who are still here. That's probably another 5 minutes closer to knocking off 400 hours of the watch time. And it makes all the difference. It does generally make all the difference. Right. Here is a parody of Blink 182, All the Small Things. And it's about toddlers that will refuse to go to sleep. And yeah, if you might, as the Ask Your Ukulele Dad sign might indicate, all of my songs are very much on a parenting vibe. Toddlers that don't sleep, there's enough to make you weep. No more, I said, 'cause you will wet the bed. Always, I know I won't get to watch my TV show. They will keep you waiting. It's incredibly frustrating. No, 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 it's a milk embargo. Yes, that includes your drinks. My milky, 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 milk, milk. My milky, 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 milk, milk, milk. My milky, 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 milk, milk. My milky, milk. You can't have any more milk. Anyone who is a parent of toddlers and you will have those sorts of conversations. And I think that's the thing about parenting that is just soul destroying. It's just the repetition. If someone asks you a question once, it's okay, you can manage it. They ask you it several thousand times and basically just think, Dad didn't give me the answer I wanted, so I'm just going to continue to ask him until he's emotionally broken and gives in. That's basically how I would describe parenting, although I love it and I feel very blessed. Right. This is a parody of Let It Be by the Beatles. I've renamed it Let It Be Quiet, which is unlikely. And it's about being a dad doing childcare and they get a bit overwhelmed. I've just survived 3 whole hours of childcare, catering to their every need. One word was said constantly, Daddy. When their various fluids have finally been cleaned up, but number 2 from number 3. Netflix and Disney, can you save me? Rescue me. Rescue me. Rescue me. Rescue me. Rescue me. I hope my wife's bus isn't late again. Rescue me. Yeah, the thing is, it isn't childcare when you're the dad. It's just I'm the dad, I'm being a dad. Calling it childcare is probably a little bit disrespectful. Here's a song I haven't played for ages. It might go catastrophically wrong, but I don't mind a bit of chaos. Chaos is good. It's I think it's maybe Thunder by Fleetwood Mac. Well, there I go again, trying to be more manly by attempting some basic bike repair work. What actually happened was I sliced my finger and several inner tubes, and worst of all, I had to ask my wife for help. That's a true story. So yeah, if you're a fan of fairly nonsensical, childish parody songs about a UK dad's life, then you're probably in the right place. If you're not, and you want something a bit more highbrow, then this might not be your bag. It's gone a bit quiet in the comment section. Has anyone got a question for me? If it's inappropriate or I don't want to answer it, I just won't answer it. But if you've got a question that you think a nearly 50-year-old father free maybe qualified to answer, I'll give it a go. I'll answer it for you if I can. This is a parody of If I Were a Boy by Beyonce. And it's about being a woke James Bond. Being James Bond in the world today must be a total flipping nightmare of not knowing what to do or what to say. Should the final scene be an exciting slugfest? Or should James give the villain a cuddle before calmly suggesting a citizen's arrest? One way to go. Thank you, M2SAB. I appreciate that. What made you start guitar/ukulele? Thank you. It's a good question. I started my doing YouTube stuff in 2018, and then in 2020. Oh, and I've spoken, just to give you a bit of context, I've spoken in length about how I've struggled with mental health. I've basically got diagnosed, I think, OCD in like 2010, and for me that manifests in having sort of intrusive thoughts. I've got a brain which just won't shut up, just will not. So I ruminate things, intrusive, upsetting thoughts. I've just got a brain that won't put it down. And I thought, going into lockdown, I was a bit apprehensive. This could really spin me out, because my whole structure of not being able to go to work would be too much. I thought, right, you need to give your brain something to do. You need to be proactive. So I bought a cheap ukulele on Facebook Marketplace. I think it was this one, actually. It was this one, 20 quid. And I even labeled the strings. Put that in back on my wall of ukuleles. Yeah, and I started playing the ukulele. And I think that coincided also with the massive sort of TikTok craze. Downloaded TikTok, so just start, I don't know, playing. I think I started singing happy birthday to people on TikTok, and I did that for I think I sang happy birthday every day for about a year and a half. So there you go, and I've just continued. I've found that playing the ukulele, creating silly songs about parenting life, stops me obsessing quite so much about a lot of stuff I obsess about, and so it helps. And I think certainly when it comes to mental health, irrespective of what it is, if it works, triple down on that. So it doesn't really matter what it is. It can be, I often do a lot of cold water swimming. That really helps. Exercise helps. Walking the dog helps. Meditation helps. Jiu-jitsu helps. But this is something I can do. It's really simple and easy. And also, it kind of helps me pursue the goal of trying to have a YouTube channel monetized and bigger. I hope that answered the question. Sorry, that was a bit complicated. Hello, Matthew. Hope you're well. And hello, Jail. Jail or Yarl. I probably said that wrong. Right. I did down. Right. I'm just going to play the chord sequence and let me know if you recognize the song. They come unstuck, lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I'll be your left-hand man. I love you when you get there. I love you when you're singing that song. And I got a lump in my throat. I got this song wrong. Na 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 na. That's very kind of you, Theriel, or Thea. Sorry, definitely mispronounced your name, but I appreciate your support. Thank you. Yeah, the thing I like about singing is that anyone can do it. Even if you don't think you're doing a good job, you're probably doing a better job than you think you are. And actually, singing has been proven to improve your mental health. Absolutely. Hello, Jay Smith. Right. This is a parody of Wonderwall. I'm still learning it, so if it's a bit rubbish, I apologise. And it's basically, it's a note to self, to any overwhelmed parents. You just get to those days, have those days where like, oh my goodness, I can't do it. It's too much. Just a little reminder. One day we're gonna start again. One day will be the last day when you won't have to tie their shoe. You won't have to search for book bags or remind them to flush the loo. I don't believe that anybody judges your parenting skills like you do. Bittersweet when your parenting's complete and no one needs a lift to Scouts. You'll only be brushing your own teeth and forcing yourself to eat sprouts. I don't believe that any parent judges your parenting skills like you do. And just in case, like me, you need reminding, there's nothing more challenging than child minding. There are many things that they will have learned from you, so please take a bow. And maybe it was probably my kids that saved me. And now that they're tall, I miss them being small. It's true. Noise, thank you. Noise, thank you, Bella. I've just missed a whole load of. Hello, Jay. You're so good. That's kind of you. Three Little Bird, Bob Marley. I'll play that one. That's really easy. Nice bass. It's not. Yeah, it's a bit small for a bass. To ukulele, but I think it's a tenor ukulele because they've got you've got ukuleles like this one, which is like that's a soprano, and you can see you can't really see, but that's the difference in sizes. You have sopranos and you've got baritones, which look more like guitars. So yeah, that's it. And it's true, I think, that in regards to that last song, so much of parenting is just like, certainly in my experience, is like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm failing at this. I'm not very good. Just do your best. Right, this is a parody. JC, don't worry about a thing. That's easier said than done in 2026. Your advice is don't worry about a thing. Well, that's easier said than done, Mr. Bob Marley. I woke up this morning, still concerned about my interest rates. 3 small children started demanding their breakfast. Can I have a pancake? Or maybe a bacon sandwich? No. You can have some cereal, some toast. My advice is don't worry about a thing, 'cause it's a massive waste of your energy. I hope that was amusing or entertaining for you, JC. Hello, Tommy. Hope you're well. Hello, Rasta. Rasta? Yeah. Maybe I'll listen to this. Go on, lol brew. Give it a go. And also, you listening to this for several minutes helps me significantly because it means I'm slightly closer to my goal of getting monetized. Right. This is a parody of When I'm 64 by the Beatles, and it's basically it's a song I created to support a boomer YouTuber who was getting a hard time in the comments of his sections. People just being like, shut up, boomer, which is a bit harsh. Right. You're absolutely welcome, JC. Being a Gen, and I'm the Gen X. Being a Gen X, married with kids, don't have much more of a clue. Not particularly. What advice would I give to a Gen Z man? This is horrible. Start again. Being a Gen X, married with kids, do I have much more of a clue? Not particularly. What advice would I give to a Gen Z man? Be positive and work as much as you can. Life is a battle, regardless of age. Who knows what's in store? Don't play the victim, don't blame a boomer for being 64. What's the most forbidden riff for you? Riff? I don't know if I can play a riff. I don't actually. That's one thing I do need to learn a bit more. I need to actually at some point learn how to play the ukulele properly. All I can do at the moment is play chords, which is quite lazy. And I think once you you make a decision where you actually, once you can kind of pick properly, it makes a big difference. Right, here's a parody of Can You Feel the Love Tonight by, I think, Elton John, maybe. Certainly, did he write it? I think I'm pretty sure he did write it. It's from The Lion King, and it's about how you can be a total legend as a dad and how you can impress your wife when she's naked and she'll be looking after kids all day. It looks like she's surrendered. They've got her on her knees. The kitchen floor is half laminate and half macaroni cheese. Half a bottle of vino might just see her through. Just as long one does a poo. Can you do bath time tonight? Tonight. The kids are driving me insane. It's rained all day. We've been in total lockdown, just like Andy Dufresne. Can you do bath time tonight? Tonight. I think I could cry. I'll admit I can't do this without you. How's that for humble pie? Wait. What was it? Right, I was like, hello, Harrison. Well, I'm back. Sorry, couldn't make it, mate. No worries at all. Never have to apologise. It's nice to see you in whatever capacity, whether that's a minute, whether that's 40 minutes. It's just nice that you're here. Right, why is there? Right, okay, Lol Brew, here's a song for you about nuggets. Chicken nuggets are very nice. They come in packs of 6, sometimes 20 if you're particularly hungry. But I prefer 6, that seems to be a manageable amount of nuggets to eat in one sitting. There you go. Hope that amused you. Right, here is a parody song of Eye of the Tiger, and it's about basically when you're a first-time dad. Okay. Getting up in the middle of the night to find out why your baby's crying. My wife will probably have to rescue me, but hopefully I'll get some brownie points for trying. So many times it was a bubble of wind, or you had a stinky nappy. But I'm your dad, you're my reason to be. But this lack of sleep makes it dangerous to drive, because I'm a forklift driver awake in the middle of the night, getting up with bad hair like Billy Idol. This lack of sleep is probably against my human rights. I won't be able to be a forklift driver. Do you live in the UK? Yes, I do live in the UK. I live in near Brighton on the south coast. And it's very misty today, very cold and misty, not very nice. So yeah, I'm going to do about another probably probably a couple more songs, and then that's it. I'm still here. I'm just disappearing, just on the floor. Right, I'm going to make this the last song. It's the last song because everyone's got busy things to do on a Saturday. But it's basically, it's for anyone who's having a bit of a tough day. I hope you're okay. I'm sorry if you're having a tough day. I will do this. I do one every day, so I will do this tomorrow. And it's basically apparently Lean on Me. Sometimes life can be poo, like a big bag of poo. Someone has covered in poo, but there's a very silly man with limited ukulele skills who's on a mission to make you smile. Lean on me. You're having a wobble because I am a man who's often quite wobbly, and we can wobble together, safe in the knowledge that it's not just you and me. I don't know what the time is actually, but it's time for me to go and get on with my Saturday. I hope you're having an awesome Saturday wherever you're in the world. I genuinely appreciate your support. If you want to support me, please subscribe or watch a video on my YouTube channel. It's incredibly helpful. Take care. Bye.